Yeah, we'll just figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from tbriz Studios, it's the Adult Baby Show.
Yeah, where's the crowd?
Crowd? There they are. That's
There they are.
Welcome to the Adult Baby Show. We are your hosts on tbriz.
I'm B.
And I'm Chic.
Yeah, we are adults that sometimes act like babies.
Yes.
Little babies. Look at that crying
Such
baby in the
fucking
background.
babies.
Yeah. Yeah, let the song finish out.
Or stopped it abruptly. That's a good. Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm recording again. Sorry, we have to stop that really quick. We had some technical difficulties. Why am I apologizing? People don't notice.
Yeah, I was just going to
Nobody
say,
notices.
they don't notice until you say
Just-
it.
Maybe it made this sound real quick. It was like click,
Yeah, or like just a little like weird little look.
click sound.
A little click sound.
On YouTube, you can tell it's going to look like we edited it. Like
That's
we
fine.
freeze-framed it.
That's fine.
I don't know. Does it damage the integrity of this show?
Yeah, that we edit it.
The integrity.
What? Hold on.
What the
Why
fuck
is my?
that?
I don't
Is
know.
that- what is that, Alexis?
That's my Amazon Echo.
I think Alexa
don't say
just-
her name. She's going to talk to us again.
Fuck.
I think she just questioned our integrity.
Dude, I'm telling you, my apartment is the Bermuda Triangle. Weird stuff's
That
happening.
was
again.
going on.
Anyway, let's get into it.
She done?
We're on episode. Yeah, she's done. She's done. All right. Until later. So we're on episode 18.
18.
Yeah, we'll put it out a little bit late this week because our boy B over here had a
Listen.
comedy casino extravaganza weekend.
Yeah, it was a
I'm a
weekend,
road.
huh?
I'm a road comic.
He's
Good
a
thing
road
you let us
comic.
know
I'm a
it was
road
going to be a
hack.
full weekend.
All right.
He's a road guy?
I'm a road comic now.
Yeah. How's
Hang
that
out in the
going?
green room. It was fantastic. It was I felt like a star.
What made you feel like a star the most?
The sadness after the show, but walking around a casino by myself. I literally sent my friends a text message at like 1 o'clock in the morning because I was walking around in a casino. A couple just came up to me and were like, "You were so great tonight," and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Really? That's good, though.
That was cool, yeah. And then and I was like, I just sent them my first like real road gig, I guess you could say. And I sent my friends a text. I'm like, now I know why comedians kill themselves
Jesus
after being on the road.
Christ.
This is depressing.
Why are you so sad?
It's lonely at the top.
Dude, I'll tell you.
It's lonely at the top, baby.
Yeah, he's all the way at the top now, baby.
No.
Mohegan, son.
So, all right. I'll start off earlier in the week.
How much earlier in the week are we
Yeah,
talking?
this is already
Okay, no,
like,
I
what's
won't.
going
No,
on
You're
I
right.
like, no, I like it. Start off early in the week. He played at Mohegan Sun.
He's
by the
starting
way.
off when he was born.
I was gonna.
Go back
I
to the
did.
beginning.
I
You
did.
were-
Go back to the
so
beginning.
Friday I did Mohegan Sun,
You're a zygote.
but
Go.
but Tuesday I did Massapequa, a barbecue.
I thought I saw a picture of that. I was going to
Yeah.
ask you about that.
So my friend had me do his barbecue. Got about 5 comics there. I got a couple of guys from Staten Island, drove an hour and a half in. We got up. The entire barbecue was more interested in burgers and hot dogs than the comedy. Fine, okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
We get up one after the other. We're bombing. Not only
at your friend's backyard.
Not only are we bombing, but fireworks are bombing in the sky. There is a barrage of bombs happening. So yeah, that's how I started my week.
Did you know all the comics?
Yeah, I brought them in.
That's a
I imagine there's certain events that are probably not good to be taking place simultaneously
Yeah,
as the comedy is taking place. Fireworks, that would make sense. They tend to be really big and loud, and they draw a lot of attention
Yes.
away from the comedian,
Yeah.
from the jokes, from the punchlines.
yeah. My relationship jokes are bombing and just loud noises. It was awful.
What type of crowd was this?
A crowd that wasn't interested.
I'm picturing cake party crowd.
No, you know what?
People
It
wanting
was-
burgers, beers. Is
it
it
was-
family cake party
It was
style?
also there was kids. There was kids running around. There was every
There's a
thing.
bunch of pissed off parents.
Yeah.
This is 4th of July, fucking family barbecue.
Yeah.
Just USA, like
A clown would have been better.
what do they call home,
Yeah,
hometown
a
USA?
clown would have
Anywhere USA.
a mime would have been better.
Pleasantville.
Just shut your mouth in the corner and pretend you're in a box.
You should have done like ripped some material off Carrot Top. That would have got the kids going.
Shut up. I should have turned into a prop
Grab
comic.
a super soaker off the ground and go, oh, look, kids, it's my wiener I'm peeing. They would have loved that one.
They would have been great, but
You could have showed them what a micro penis is.
Wow, talk about a
Yeah.
random reference to something we were talking about on the show.
I don't know what a micro penis is, but I know what a huge dick is.
Yeah, he's sitting
Check your-
right
you're a
next to
huge
us.
dick.
There he is. A huge dick with a Mets hat on.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that was quite a interesting experience. And then fast forward to Friday, I do Mohegan Sun, and I get there, and it was weird being in a casino by yourself. I'm just wandering around.
That's how I like to be in a casino.
I thought I would too. Like I said many times, I like to be alone, but there was something about this. There was something about being in this casino by myself. Didn't talk to anybody. I think somebody passed away behind me at one point. I went.
Wait, are you
I'm
being
dead serious.
serious?
Yeah. It's all like old people just smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Can I take a guess? Because I imagine this person passed away at the slot machines.
Uh-huh.
That's where people go to
Yes.
die.
That's
That's where the people go to
People
die. If you go
die.
to a casino and you walk around, you see the old lady with the cigarette with the ass that's twice as long as the cigarette
Yep.
was when it started somehow, magically grows, and she's just sitting there with a bucket of coins, pumping that thing full of coins. She's got a leathery catcher's mitt of a old lady
Exactly.
face. and-
Oh, that's great. That
That's
made me laugh.
that's exactly who passed away behind me this weekend. Oh. So I'm sitting there,
Edna?
and I'm like sort of stressed out about like the show. The show is at 10:30, so I'm like it's late. So I'm just like sitting there.
Started at 10:30.
Sorry,
Isn't that what you want
That
though,
is
as a
elite.
comedian?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that like
Well,
a
it
prime
was good.
time?
It was 10:30 on a Friday, so I was like, all right.
I feel like that's a good time.
It
slot.
And the-
might be good if you're the first comedian
Yeah.
at 10:30 because that's everybody's probably warmed up by
That's
then.
true.
But what time does the last comedian
That's
go
what
on
I'm
at
saying.
a 10:30
after
show?
midnight.
Yeah.
All right.
So this lady,
I just feel. I'm sorry, but I just feel like at a casino, it's 12 o'clock isn't that late, and it's
No,
like
it was
prime time.
hopping.
People are drinking out, having a good time.
Casino
watching.
has its own casino time zone.
It does.
It's
Yeah.
like if you're in a casino in New York, you're still on California
Yeah.
time. It's like 3
Yeah.
hours prior.
It is.
So midnight is really like 9 p.m.
it is
at a
it is.
casino. You don't know.
I was
There's
surprised.
no windows. They
Yeah.
got all the lights on there, pumping oxygen
I
in there.
love
keeping
I was
everybody-
surprised. But this lady just goes down behind me. The paramedics come in. They literally just put her on a gurney and took her out. There
Only
was,
this shit happens with
dude,
you.
there was like a pit boss just stopping people from just keep it moving. And people must die in these casinos nonstop. And they just bring it's like a Disney World where they
She
just die
probably
and they
lost
bring them
all her
out.
money.
She probably did. She might have lost more than her money.
Yeah.
So
I think her money was still there. I
Yeah.
think it was her spirit and her soul that had left.
so that's how I start my night. And then I go.
Business as usual at the casino. It sounds like
Yeah.
they got this all on like a fire drill, and maybe it was just a drill. Maybe like, all right, dude, we got the old lady dying drill on slot machines in section BC. Ready, guys?
The way it looked is they've done this before. I'm like, oh, they've removed bodies from here 3 to 4 times a week. So now I'm like, all right, now I go in and I've never done this. It's a contest. So it's a big contest called the Last Comic Standing, not the TV show we've talked about.
Yeah.
And so I get there right away. Everybody there is like they're Boston comics, they're New England comics, they're all comics, and they all know each other. They've all done this show a few times. Right away, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna get past. I'm not gonna advance. I see how this works. They seem to know each other. That's how I felt. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's my first time.
No surprise you going in there with no confidence.
Yeah. Because I know how these things work. There's a lot
I get
there's
it,
a
I
lot
get
of politics in this stuff, and which is cool. But that's how it is.
Which is cool.
No, it is. You know it.
Is it though? Politics and that stuff. Wouldn't you rather just be like, if you killed it, you fucking deserve it?
Yeah, but you know what? That's a reason why I like this field, like comedy, because it takes a while. Like I could see my progress next year. So like I'll go back. I didn't advance. That's why I'm talking about this. But Like I'll see like next year I'll go back and I'll be a lot better next year. So I just that's how it works a lot of the time. So before I started I was already I was negative. I was like, this isn't gonna happen. But I'm gonna have fun. I'm at a really cool place in a casino. I'm doing what I love, and that's how I went about it.
People are dying.
I'm
having a great time.
I'm gonna die on stage.
You're gonna kill it, or you're gonna die, or kill somebody else. You know, it kind of seems like just like anything else, though. You have to prove yourself. In business, in school, and whatever it is. You don't really just show up and blow everyone away.
You don't,
unless it
happens. But
you can kind of practice in your own area in certain things, like say the Olympics. You say you're practicing, and I don't know, even probably for the Olympics, you got to network.
Yeah.
You don't just show up and say, "Hey, let me in," right? You got to know people.
If you're
you got
good
to have
enough
a
in the
team,
Olympics, you'll move through
qualifiers.
qualifiers, though.
Can I say, all right, secretly today, I want to start training for the Olympics. I give up everything. I move to the Russian tundra like Rocky. And which one did he fight the Russian in?
Rocky
Russia.
V.
Rocky V?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you asked where. I said in Russia.
He was in Rocky Russia.
I moved to the tundra.
Remember Rocky Russia?
I run.
It's right after Rocky Philly.
I start training like a beast, but nobody knows about it. I'm just doing it, and all of a sudden I'm ready. I peak. I know I'm gonna blow everybody away and face off the Russian guy on steroids, my version of him. And I show up. I sign up for the Olympics. Can I just do that?
You don't just sign up
That's
for
the
the
thing. Can I
Olympics,
say,
though.
hey, listen, come here. Psst. Hey, you.
I'm in it this year.
Sign up, guy. Let me tell you about what I've been up to the last 4 years. I've been in Russia. You know what's going on over there? Nothing. It's snowing. It's cold. It's
Been
barren.
chopping wood for 3 years in Russia.
I'm killing them, chopping wood. I'm hanging from trees. I'm running up snowy mountains. You should see it. I'm gonna beat Usain Bolt. I'm gonna outswim Michael Phelps. I was swimming in 10-degree water out there faster than Phelps. Sign me up. And they're gonna look at me and go, "Who are you? We don't know who you are. We can't just sign up anybody." But I'm the best.
I'm
You just haven't
tbriz.
seen me
Exactly.
yet. You know what? Hang out for a little bit. Get to know some people. Maybe then we'll let you in.
Nothing good happens
No,
overnight.
because Olympic qualifications start about 2 or 3 years before the Olympics.
Have you tried to qualify for the Olympics?
No, but that's how you get in. I'm just saying.
I'd like to even see you in the Special Olympics. You don't even fucking. You get blown away. Fucking Mr. 8 out of 10.
I'd just like to see you jog around the block. Forget about any
At work, they play
sport.
basketball, and I've been talking all hype. I'm like, yo, when I play, bro, I'm gonna dominate. But I haven't been able to play yet.
Real quick, Chick, can we do a thing with him where we
Test my athleticism.
Yes.
sort of. It's real simple. I want to get the cell phone out. I want to videotape him and get him running and run beside him and just see how far he can get before he dies, before he passes out and falls over or stops and can't breathe or whatever. However
do
it ends.
it.
Let's
I
find
imagine it ending that way.
Let's just go on a football field, and we'll see what I can run a 40.
Let's see how
in.
far he can run.
Oh, that would be
Time my
great.
40.
Let's do it. I want to put it on Instagram or we'll
40
put it on the next.
I
show.
like this idea.
I want to see this.
You
I wanna-
figure a fast wide receiver runs a 4.3, 4.4 40. So that's what I'll gun for.
What is the 440 kilometers?
40 yards?
40 yards.
40-yard
Yeah, you go on a
dash.
football yard.
40-yard dash.
40-yard dash.
All right. No. Would we do warm-ups? We'll
you
get
gotta
the rules down.
fucking
We're gonna do it.
stretch
We'll figure
and
it
warm
out.
up. Yes.
We can make a whole
Every
video
runner's
out of
got
it.
a
No, I
stretch.
feel like we should do not just. I feel like I want
We
to.
could do a montage.
I
want to
see him. I want to see him do that
Doing-
jump where they knock the sticks
Oh,
that
my
come out of the wall.
verticals? See how high my vertical
I want to see
is?
his. But you have to be wearing your boat shoes. That's what I want you to be, and your Daler's tee.
Can I wear sandals?
Sure.
We got to get you a Daler's tank top, like
I got a
sporty
Daler's
tank
tank
top.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
This could be
Because
the
I
new.
love being from Farmingdale.
Yeah, he
know.
reps it. We could do a spin-off because we were doing Fine Chick and Chick, but that tanked.
Yeah.
If anybody
Well-
listening knows what Fine Chick and Chick is all about.
It's
Yeah,
not
sounds
completely
like
tanked.
we got another winner with make chicken athlete. These are two things. Women and athletics aren't his strong suit, but we'll try.
I kind of got, I'm talking to a couple ladies.
Let's spitball this one really quick. What, Chick goes to the Olympics or training with Chick?
Training
or,
with Chick. I
yeah.
just think Chick takes on all sports.
Chick tries to run.
Chick 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Well, that is, all right, we'll
You know how
figure
many
it out.
times I get that in my average day that people will just I guess some people who have listened to the show that just be like, oh, you're an 8, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, damn right.
Anybody who hasn't listened to that episode, we once asked Chic to rate himself out of 10 on his level of athleticism, and he gave himself an 8 out of 10. I'd imagine if you're just watching this on YouTube and you look in the bottom right-hand corner here and you take a look at Chic, you're saying 8 out of 10. He's like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he sure is.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll be the judge. We'll put it up there. But anyway, we digress.
What we could do is have me just do a couple little, like, I'll shoot a basketball, swap it. I'll fucking throw a football, boom, land it right in fucking somebody's hands.
Yeah, we get it. You're going to do athletic stuff.
Yeah,
Let's get back to B. We get it. You're going to embarrass yourself.
By the way, you're going to
let us. You're going to let us put it on YouTube.
We don't want to see you shoot hoops. We want to see you sweat until you're on the verge of death. Shoot hoops. Get out of here. We're going to make you run.
I want that video to end at a hospital visit.
Minimum, I need a broken ankle out of you.
Nope, I don't get hurt.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see. I can't wait to shut you all up.
See if we
Can't
get
wait.
Red Bull to sponsor this.
Yeah.
I know somebody who works for Red Bull. We'll get a Red Bull sponsorship.
Okay.
I bet we will.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I'd rather get an Entenmann sponsorship.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Now we're talking reality.
Oh, God.
All right, B, let's go back to your fucking story.
Do you not want me to?
No, I do want you to go.
So I get there, and it's a really cool place. A lot of people. The comic before my show was this guy Tim Dillon. Just did a thing on Netflix that came out this past week. Really funny guy. Check him out.
Tim Dillon, what do you do on Netflix? You did a stand-up special?
They put out a thing called the Comedy Lineup, and it's like 8 comics just doing 15 minutes. He's actually a Long Island guy. Really funny.
I saw that. What does he look like? I'm trying to remember if I
big,
remember.
heavy guy. I think he was like number 7 in the list.
Oh, I do know who you're talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
he was good.
Really funny.
Now, just to give us an idea of how this guy's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Did he qualify? Did he make it to the next round?
No, he was doing his own show there before.
Oh,
so
okay.
there was
he
a
wasn't
show.
part of the contest.
No. He's already made it.
All right.
He's already made it. Period.
So yeah, we get in. I go to the green room, and it's like this, like it's professional. It's like a big stage. They had to bring us back, and right away they get in and they give us the list, and there's 12 comics on the show. I'm number 11. I'm the second to last. So I'm like, oh, that's a death spot already. People are like ready to get out of there. So go.
I said I was going to say, I almost feel like going last, you could be the, you leave a memory, like the last one that they remember.
Yeah, but that's if it's like a headlining show where it's like 3 comics.
Okay.
Then that's like a headliner will do the last, but this when it's 12 comics.
That's a lot of comics.
It's a lot of comics.
Tell me if I'm wrong. This is what I'm picturing. We get 10 guys before you.
Mm-hmm.
Say 10 guys kill it.
Yeah.
Everybody's out laughed by that. By the time you get out, be laughing for 10 guys, and then by then, how much more can you laugh? Say 10 guys bomb before you.
Right.
They get to you, and now the crowd's rowdy. They're drinking. Oh, you suck. And now you deal with a rowdy crowd. And anything in between seems like, nah.
It's a tough spot in the show. It is what it is. But like I said, this takes time, and I'm like, I'm okay. I'm happy that I got accepted to this. Like I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
Like this is good. I wasn't here last year, so I get up. It's my turn, and I got up there, and it was really cool just being in this like a green room there, and they walk you back behind the stage. I went up. There's a lot of people there, and I did well. Like I got the laughs where I know I should have got the laughs. I didn't mess up any words. I did good, in my opinion. But I was like, I just knew in my heart of hearts that like that's not enough. Like there were people that were really good. There were people that everybody was good. But I just felt like maybe next year. And I knew that right away. And here's the other weird thing: they had like these high rollers at the casino that they brought in first row. They were judging the contest as well. They were like also judging. So I'm looking down and like my name is there and everybody's got paper and like these, there's like these guys in suits and with like 20-year-old girlfriends just like rating me. Like, all right. They didn't do that. They didn't
give you like an open commentary about like any feedback?
No, there was no feedback like that. At the end of the show, they brought us on stage and then they announced the people that are advancing.
What I want to know is, did you or any of the comedians target them or point them out or address them in any way, because I feel like that would have been the first thing I would have done, because just the way you said the high rollers were there.
Yeah.
I just want to make fun of that already.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how's everybody? Oh, we got the high rollers up front.
Yeah, no,
like fucking, I don't know. I have no
I
jokes
didn't-
because I'm not a comedian, but fucking if I was, that's what I would think I would do.
Hey,
Make fun
the
of
thing
them.
is-
Scared money make no money. Am I right, baby? Hey, who's this guy over here, Squatty
That's
Glenn?
no limit, baby.
That's no limit, baby. And the guy just would have been like, yeah, that's fucking racist.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I think with a contest like that, people were more focused on just doing their set, like, you know, their minutes. Just like let me get my jokes out. Let me do my time.
No freestylers.
because
no
crowd-
M&Ms of comedy up there. Just like
crowd work can
dropping
go
bars.
because that can go either way. Like you never know. Like
I feel like high risk, high reward.
yeah, maybe I don't know.
And you're at a casino.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that.
You got to gamble, baby.
I would have never made it to the show if I was a booked comic on that. Look
Oh.
I'll be right there.
I know.
Blackjack.
You wouldn't have lasted this whole weekend that I was in casinos
Oh,
all
you mean
weekend.
when you told us you were coming home Saturday morning and then you came home Sunday afternoon?
Is that
Okay.
why we're recording the podcast on a Sunday night?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys can give it to me. That's all right.
No, I'm good with it.
No, yeah. It's good.
So,
Awesome. I do-
so the show-
I feel
show-
pumped to record.
Show ended. I got out of there, and here's the thing. I was like, I didn't advance, but here's what I'm gonna do. I found a glass that said Comics Mohegan Sun, the name of the club,
And he took it.
and I took it. Yes. But I got super nervous all in my head because there's cameras.
But now you're admitting to theft on the air. There's video proof of this
Yeah,
now.
bro.
Yeah, no, I just took
Worldwide.
it back to the bar.
Did you? You stole it?
I did.
You're a thief.
I took it.
What happens if they find out about this?
So here's the thing.
What if we tag them in this video? And say,
I don't know.
Hey, at comics, guess what?
At comics.
Looking for something? And a picture of B with the glass.
Yeah.
That'll be our Instagram.
I have a picture
this
of
week.
it, by the way.
You should have put him through.
So
Dude, what were you thinking, man?
So listen,
You're a rebel.
I took this glass and I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to hide it. And so I like put it in. I'm trying to like, do I go in my pants? Do I go in here?
You can't fit anything in those tight pants.
Yeah. And so I finally find like a nice place to put it in my shirt, and to leave like Comics has like a bar in front, like of the club. So there's like a bouncer out there, and a second I walk by, I get real nervous because the guy made like a gesture, like one of these, like, oh, we got him. We see him walking away with the glass. And I was walking to the casino, and if you haven't been to Mohegan Sun, it's huge. I was in like the Earth Tower, the casino, the comedy club was in the Wind Tower. It was like a 15-minute walk.
Earth, Wind,
They
and
have
Fire?
four.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't they have 4 seasons?
Yeah, there's a
Or
lot of
4,
seasons.
whatever it is over there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've been there before.
Yeah,
I love
yeah, it was
Mohegan
fun.
I've never
Sun.
been there.
So like it was a long. So I get all the way back to my room. I drop it
Surprised.
off, and then I go, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go out and like enjoy the nightlife. But it's like 1 a.m. It's nothing but, it's like a casino is nothing but a parade of fat asses. Like there's just huge.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh, wow. Did you
Sorry
just
to offend you.
Chick. I love fat asses. I don't know what you was all
Yeah,
upset
no,
about.
like
fat ass.
but like
Look at that fat ass.
just huge asses all around, just smoking cigarettes and playing the slots. It was just like, it was a depressing place.
There's nothing depressing about it.
I don't gamble, so I was just like there. I don't
I
know.
love it.
Chick, it's because you're a gambling addict.
Yeah. Yeah, you would fit in.
You fucking would love
Yeah.
it. You love it.
You and your gigantic ass would fit right in this casino, smoking cigarettes.
Nothing depressing about it. Chick, how you doing today? I lost like $5,000. I'm
Yeah.
having a great time. This is great. Love it.
Could have lost 10 grand.
Guys, you got any money I can borrow? I need to keep the fun going. Like, what?
Scared money don't make money. Gotta be in it to win it.
So yeah, it was.
That
then
sounded convincing.
It's not. That's not convincing at all. So I that was the end of the night. It was great. I was like, this is awesome. I got to do this, and then the next morning I woke up and I was like, you know what, my buddy's little brother is getting married. They're doing a night in Atlantic City. It's a 4.5 hour drive. Let me get on the road and do that. So I went right to another casino, and it was the new. You guys know Revel? That
Yeah, I've heard.
place that
In Atlantic City?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
they
actually
shut
been
down?
there before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So like they just opened like last week or something, like a new one. It's called Oceans Resorts now. It's the same place as Revel. All the same stuff is there.
Yep.
But yeah, it was like a 5-hour drive, like hungover to get to.
Yeah, there's no sympathy. You deserved all that.
That's all right.
Wait, you went straight from Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
And this was unplanned, off the cuff to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
With people that you met at Mohegan Sun.
No,
or friends that you already knew.
No, it was my good friend.
Did anybody come to see you? Did anybody come out? Because
No.
I considered it, but I had stuff to do this weekend.
You know what?
I considered it, but then he never told us until like the day before again, and I completely
talked about it on the
forgot.
show
no,
last
I know,
week.
But I
I definitely did, and I put it on Facebook. But you know
I
what?
always
My
forget, though.
thing was if I get past the first round, then I'd start pushing to have people come out.
Right.
And if it was a good time, just because I didn't know what I was getting into, and it was nice to see. Like I could do well, even though I didn't get past. But it was nice to see I was able to do well in front of just a crowd of nobody knows me.
And then you go to
Well
Atlantic
done,
City.
babe.
Then I head
like
to
a
Atlantic
maniac.
City like a lunatic, just pounding water and Dunkin' Donuts iced teas just straight there, and it was amazing. Like I went met my friends there, showered up. My buddy was like, "Room's on me." I was like, "Well, I'm there." And it did fuck up some things because we weren't able to record a podcast.
So again, why we're recording on a Sunday?
That's why we're recording on a Sunday night.
When
That's
me and
okay.
Taylor would rather be.
Life happens.
Sorry.
So what happened in Atlantic City? Got any good stories for us? Because so far we've gotten shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right
So
now
far we
you
got
just
shit
yeah.
out of
So
this.
far you suck.
We're gonna have to erase this whole podcast so far.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you really
guys.
fucked it this week.
I feel like there was more.
I'm just kidding. By the way, B. I hope we didn't hurt your feelings.
No, nobody hurts my feelings.
Oh yeah. I don't believe that, but anyway.
No, it was a typical bachelor party. We did go.
Wait, it was a bachelor party?
Yeah, it was sort of a bachelor. They did a thing in
How is it sort of? It is or it isn't?
because they did a thing in New Orleans the week before, and this is just sort of like let's wrap it up. Let's do a little weekend. Him and his brother, and it was just us three, and you just went out.
3 bachelors going out.
Yeah.
That's a bachelor party.
Yeah, 3
I mean, you don't
bachelors
have to be getting
having
married
fun.
to call it a bachelor party. You could just be like, 3 bachelors partying.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
yes.
Party.
I will tell you one thing. When I left my house Friday, I left in disarray.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, you had a story for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Why?
Okay. So, my parents have been away for the week, so I've been sort of. It's been like, a little bit of a mess at the house, I guess.
Wait a minute. This sounds like adult baby talk.
Yeah, it is.
Speak. Then I just say what I'm hearing is your parents went away and, and left, and you've been in disarray the whole week. Like you don't know what to do now that your parents are gone. Like I'm picturing
no.
like,
I don't mean
Mom,
like that.
what's for dinner? Oh fuck, they're not here. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do, Dad? Oh, he's gone too.
No, it wasn't like that. I just was like I have my seltzer bottles all over the place.
And nobody was there to clean them up.
Yeah. So the day before, my cousin.
Seltzer bottles of piss.
No, it wasn't. No.
That's what I thought.
No, they weren't. So my cousin, like I've mentioned this in the past, my mom has to have somebody sleep over when people aren't there, so the dog isn't lonely or something. Feed him his medicine, and so my cousin is coming. So I cleaned a little bit for her, and then the night before I go to put out the garbage, and I didn't put the bag back in the plastic bin. So that day, when I was leaving, I grabbed the plastic garbage bag. I pull out the garbage in my kitchen, and I go to put it in there, and I see a mouse in the bottom of the garbage can.
You got all the way.
I shrieked, like screamed, like a scream where my dog was nervous, and I threw the garbage bag and just left the house and went to Mohegan Sun. That's how afraid I was
Oh, Jesus
of the mouse.
Christ.
I'm
You make
afraid
me
of
feel
rodents.
Well, how big was this mouse?
Tiny. I have a picture of
Little
him.
field mouse. You got a picture of him?
I didn't take it because
You
I
could put him on Instagram.
I
Your
was
cousin took it when
Yeah.
she got there, and the mouse that you left for
So-
her was there still.
Yeah, so what happened was I told my mom, I was like, listen, this is what happened. What time is she coming? Because there's a mouse in the trash can. And my mom
live?
Yeah. So, but you know what? Like my mind was. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me.
You should drop the dog in there with you. You have somebody to hang out
God.
with. You're just saying he can't be left alone. You know, the dog's apparently. You leave the dog alone, the fucking thing's gonna die of loneliness or something. Oh, you know what you do? You fucking stick the dog in front of a slot machine. Give him a can of change and a cigarette and let him die like the rest of the fucking old
that's so
people.
bad.
That's terrible.
population.
Don't make fun of us gamblers.
So yeah, this mouse was there. My cousin came that night and let it out. They just picked it up. It was still alive. They just let it out somewhere in the street or something like that, the backyard.
It's very humane.
So wait, to that I had a mouse story too.
Well, is this story?
That's it.
We can tangent
I
into
thought I
check
was,
here.
yeah.
I have my mom like sent me a picture like later that night. She's like, "Yep, it was a mouse. Your mouse friend says hi." It was awful. It was. I mean,
know
it
what?
was very embarrassing.
You
like,
know where his mouse came? To my pool and died.
oh really?
Yeah.
You know, it might even be offensive to say that sounds very effeminate, but I don't know who it's more offensive to.
I know.
To you or to women. So maybe I won't say that.
You already said it.
Oh fuck!
Maybe you've already said it.
Sorry.
No, he's a pussy.
Oh my god, I'm a mouse.
And
But it wasn't even. It was like a.
And then I had a different
shriek.
reaction. So I'm watching my godson on I don't know, Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever. I don't remember what day it was. And I decided to take him in the pool. And he has this thing where all the toys that he has that he usually brings in the pool, he likes to throw every single one of them in. So I'm going to take him out, and I'm taking all of them out and I'm throwing them on the side of the pool, and then I think I see what is a toy, what is a fucking mouse.
Oh god!
And
Did you
pick it up?
You picked it up?
I didn't know it was a fucking mouse. So I pick it up and I look at him like, oh, he has these squishy fucking toys.
Oh, what?
So I go to
How are you that clueless?
What? Fuck you, bro. I don't know yet.
Because
So then-
if it was B, he would have shrieked
Yes.
and jumped out of the pool and left his godson in there to drown.
Yeah,
yeah.
He'd call his mom. Mom, I
So
left the
I get
godson
it.
in the pool. Somebody send my cousin over to
somebody
save him.
call for help.
Oh God. So I see it and then I realize that it's a mouse and I go, oh fuck! And I just start dropping the F-bomb like crazy and I fucking throw it down in the water. And I'm like, oh, it's a
Why
fucking
back in the
mouse.
water?
I don't know. I just was a reaction. I
Just
dropped
react.
it.
You just wanted to get it out of your
Yeah, I
damn
just
hand.
wanted it out of my hand, and I dropped it. I'm like, oh, it's fucking mouse in the pool.
Did you like squeeze it and its eyes popped out?
No, I played with it enough that I was like,
Like one of those little toys.
Were you waiting for it to squeak?
I didn't know I was pressing it. It was awful.
You're squeezing it like one of those little toys you get at 7-Eleven when you check it out at the register and it's a little tiny
Exactly,
pig and its
bro.
eyes squeeze out. You're like,
Oh, that's what I'm doing. So I threw it in the water, and fucking eventually we got a skimmer and we skimmed it out of the pool.
Eventually, what would you?
Well, I went over and I had to fucking wash my hands. I have OCD and like hygiene.
Oh,
issues,
yeah.
So I was fucking disgusted with my hands.
yeah, you got hygiene issues, all right.
Sure do. Sure do.
So yeah, but then even funnier after that, my godson, I don't even remember exactly what he said, but he dropped the F-bomb twice, and I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, he picked it up.
Yeah, but he didn't.
You
he
taught him
hasn't
the
said it
F-bomb,
since. Yeah,
huh?
that's my first thing I taught him.
How old is he?
3.
3 years old, and this is his first F-bomb?
This is his first F-bomb.
That's a milestone. You
It is
got to
a milestone.
document that.
I was proud
Yeah.
of it.
You know.
I tried to get him to say it again.
What'd you
Not on
say? Say it
purpose.
again.
I was just saying, like, what did you say? What did you say to see if he realized
that's
it, whatever.
Wow.
And then I texted his mother, like, that night or whatever, and she said he hasn't repeated it yet. So I was,
Oh, that's good.
I was happy but disappointed.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's it.
That's a good story. I like
is.
that. I don't have any mouse
I
stories
wasn't even going to
myself.
bring it up because I didn't think it would be that funny, and then you started talking about your mouse, and I
Yeah.
just thought, yeah.
My mouse.
That is
It
pretty
is funny. The fact that you picked up a mouse, like I spot a mouse, like I a mile away. I'm like, that's a
My
mouse.
godson spotted it and didn't tell me. He said, oh, I saw that, and I swam away from it.
I saw that fucking thing down there. Is that what he said?
Basically.
Oh man, yeah. So that was my week. We had a nice weekend out there though. It's we ended up taking him to a little strip club.
Which one?
Scores just opened up over there.
There you go.
My buddy almost spent like $500 on a private room. Didn't even realize he was walking into a private room. the manager had to come out and be like,
Can you afford this?
yeah.
What a waste.
Yeah.
It is a waste. You're better off just going to a brothel.
They came out and they're like, trying to make sure about this.
Go to the Harris Circle Bar.
What is that? Have
I'm
you done
nodding.
that?
I'm nodding in agreement.
Yeah.
I've never-
I haven't done anything. I'm not talking about anything.
I'm not a strip club
But anybody
guy.
who's been to AC knows that the Harris Circle Bar is just like a fucking breeding ground for hookers.
Is it?
I don't know that.
I had no idea.
Yep.
I'm not a strip club guy either.
I don't
No,
like it.
I'm sorry. Did I
it's a
say
waste
strippers? I
of
said
money.
hookers.
Yeah,
right?
no, we heard you.
No, yeah, they're not strippers. They're going there for one room only to get into your room and, use your
How do
imagination.
you know
to
that?
pay for sex.
Yes.
How do you know that they are
Intercourse.
they are a stripper?
Coitus.
They are a, they are
When one approaches you, you'll fucking know. And if you
because
don't, you got
a
serious-
woman finally approached you. You're like,
But no, you could just tell when a hooker
You could tell.
approaches you. It's just like the one who approached me in Vegas, and I got yelled at for telling her to fucking.
Oh,
get away
that's
from me
right.
'cause I had no money.
yeah. That stuff scares me. I could never.
Oh, what a
do
surprise!
Oh,
I think it scares a lot of people.
I don't know.
I'm not surprised at that. You
Maybe
get
I have a hygiene
diseases.
issue.
Say no. That's it.
It's illegal.
well, no.
No, but I'm like, I get it. If you don't want to do it, you just say no. Get the fuck away from me. What do you give a shit? What
I
they
don't
think?
know.
Right. And because you can't just say politely no. You can't just be like, no, I'm good, thanks. You got to say, no, get the fuck away from me.
Well,
I got no
I'm-
money.
I'm just.
Eh. Get out of here. I got no money.
Yeah.
I just lost it all gambling.
You know what?
You
I
gave me a
really.
freebie? Now then get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
yeah. I got to go hallway to sleep in upstairs. You know what I realize about strip clubs? Anytime I'm at a strip club, I'm just giving them dollars to leave me alone. I'm like, here's
Yeah, but
another
if you
dollar
don't
to
want-
walk
If you want
away.
them to leave you alone, don't give them any dollars.
But then
and
I feel bad. They're doing this thing in front of me. It's like I don't want
They
anything to do
won't
with
come
it.
over to you if you're not tipping. They go to where the money is.
Oh,
Right.
you see,
If,
well, I
if you
feel
want
bad.
to leave you alone, bring an empty wallet with you and show that to them.
And empty it up, yeah.
And
Show
just
them.
empty it and fucking open that thing wide open.
Oh.
You just got to make it clear that you have no money, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this guy sucks."
Yeah, I don't want to make it clear that I don't have any money. I want to let them.
Oh,
I want them to think that I'm
Because
a
you
little.
care that what they think. Of you?
Yes. Yes.
You got to stop caring what
Yes.
people think of you.
Don't tell me what to do.
This coming from Chic, who's not caring what people think of him, got him to the level of success he is at today.
Yeah.
He's take any advice he gives you, B.
Yeah, you should write.
I'm sure
you should
soaking
write
this
a
up.
book.
I'm writing it down.
I am. I'm going to write a memoir eventually.
Who cares what people think of you?
How to lose friends and not influence anybody.
Wait, no, that's wrong. My other godson wants to be like me. He said he told his mother that he wants to be single like Tom when he gets older.
Yeah, but that'll change. We know that.
This is great. You're teaching your nephews to say the F word at 3 years old. You're teaching them to be losers at 35
No
years
way!
old.
It's single's nothing wrong with that.
I know. I'm just fucking around. I'm
not
single.
terrible.
I'm single too. So
The biggest compliment I got recently, though, was a girl told me on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best looking and 1 being the worst, that I was a 5.
wait, in this specific scale, 10 was the best,
Yeah.
and 1 was the worst.
I'm glad you.
I'm
doesn't
glad you
matter.
explained how scales
Yeah.
work to me. Okay, now that we got that worked out,
Thank you.
she told you were a 5 out of 10.
Well, she first said, she goes, I could say you're an ugly guy, but you're not a bad looking man, or you're not, you're somewhat attractive. Something, it wasn't anything great, but I'm like, oh, all right, it's not, I'm not ugly, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So then I had to
So-
probe a little more, and I was like, on
Yeah.
a scale of 1 to 10, what am I?
Yeah.
And she said a 5.
You're in
And
the
I
middle.
said, hey, that's not bad.
So I'm wondering what her scale is like. Like 1 through 3 is ugly.
She said
3
that's
through
average.
6.
1 to 3 is average.
No, 5. 5 is average.
5
Oh,
is
okay.
average.
She said we're average looking people.
Oh,
Wait.
she put. What did she put her? Did you ask her to then reverse? What did she think she was?
Yeah, and I actually think
What did
she's
she think
pretty
she was?
attractive, so I didn't think she.
What do you-
She
what do you-
gave
what was-
herself a 4, which is absurd.
She gave herself a 4,
and she's
out of
not a
10.
4 by any means. But significantly higher.
What do you
What
think
do
she
you
is?
give her?
I'll say an 8.
It sounds like
All right.
her self-esteem is a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because the average of the 8 and a 2 brings her down to a 4.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, you got a chance.
Yeah,
Chick.
look at you.
Maybe find Chick is back. It sounds
Maybe.
like he's got a
That's
lady
what I
in the
told
works.
you. No, she hit me up. We haven't talked for a couple of years, and then when she hit me up, she said, "Well, if she listened to this, well, this whole thing will probably end." But she goes, she goes.
Why? Just say nice things about her.
no,
on the
I'm not
podcast.
saying anything bad. I'm saying what happened. But
You can use this
not everybody
podcast
likes-
as leverage, baby.
Yeah.
Good. She goes, it seems like you're doing much better, and you were a jerk last time, but I can get past that.
Wow. All
And
right.
I was like, all right. I didn't think I was a jerk, but all right.
This is great because
These are the compliments that I get. They're like
backhanded compliments.
Backhanded compliments.
Because basically it's not a compliment, but to
I
you
take
it's
it
like
as
chick's like, hey, I
compliments.
got a good compliment
Yeah.
this week. Chick told me I was a 5 out of 10. She's like, yeah, you're not even really that ugly. I'm like, thanks a lot. Hey, thank
Yeah.
Thank you.
you want
you.
So you would get a drink
Want
after
to
work?
get something? So you're telling me there's a chance?
Just wait till she sees your athletic prowess on this next video. It's going to be all over you.
That's it, baby. We got to get you flexed.
You might turn into a
kid.
6.
That's what I said. Woo. And then one person said,
There's
"You're
always
really
room
not
to
that
move
much of
up.
a
There's
dick."
room to
Yeah.
move down.
Yeah, you could easily be a 6.
Compliments I get are just, one person's like, "You're really not that much of a dick."
Yeah.
That person was wrong.
Yeah.
They don't know you that well.
You're a lot
No,
of
they know me really well. They just, it is what it is, man.
You're
I like
proud to
that.
be. You like to.
I embrace who I am at any good or bad.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Mostly bad.
That is a good compliment. There's a lot of nice people you're surrounding yourself
Yeah.
with. They're really.
I like the honesty. I'd rather someone be like, I don't want someone. If I would have asked her on a scale of 1 to 10, what do I look like, and she said a 9, I would have known she's lying, and now I can't
Right.
trust this person.
I feel like 5 is an easy number. It's middle of the road.
Yeah, it's not like, ugh. But it's not
What?
like you're good looking either.
It's not like what?
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
I remember when you were in high school, you were
A 7. Yes, I
yeah.
remember.
What'd you think? He was more like a 7.
No,
you peaked.
I was
You
good
peaked in
looking.
high
I
school,
peaked
man. What
early.
happened?
Junior high school.
Junior,
No,
like
no,
10th,
I
like
peaked
9th
at like
to
9th
10th
to
grade.
10th grade, I peaked.
You peaked way too early, dude.
Yep. I hit my.
You started smoking pot and you just slowly declined. You slipped from maybe possibly an
Yeah.
8B saying over here, so maybe an 8.5 even at one point, all the way down to a 5.
Ooh.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That
What's
should
going
be-
on?
You know what's funny? Most people look at that as, oh my God, this girl told me I was a 5. I should get my act together and step up. And I'm like, oh, that's
Not so
that
bad.
It's not so bad.
Not so
That's
bad.
funny is that it might motivate people to work harder. Be like, damn, I'm a 5 out of 10. Reality really just hit me. I'm going to work hard this summer. I'm going to come out at least a 7. Chick's just like, 5. All right, let's go celebrate with some Mickey D's. Yeah, 5. I'm 5.
I'm a 5 and I stand a chance.
I'm gonna fi-
yeah.
I'm a 5. I'm going to Mickey D's to get a number 5 to celebrate being a 5. High 5.
High 5. Oh, just coasting at a 5. That's good though.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know what this girl. It seems like there might be some kind of potential there. I don't know.
Hey, yeah, she's brutally honest, and I love it.
Does she listen to the podcast?
I don't know. I think she started once and said it was weird.
Okay, well that's a good
said-
compliment.
What did she think was weird about our podcast?
Maybe the fact that we're 3 grown adults doing a podcast.
That could be.
That could be it. I don't know.
Yep.
Didn't she also make a comment though, like she thought you really were doing well with yourself now?
Yeah.
Did that have something to do with the podcast?
That's to be
Some of her
honest with you.
judgment's a little off.
right.
Little does
Maybe
she
the
know.
podcast was
You're
a good
doing
thing.
really
She
well,
liked
huh?
the podcast.
Yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it was a good thing.
Well, you'll find
Yeah.
out after this because we are talking an awful lot about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are revealing a lot. While we're at it, what do you think? What do you think about her? What is
No,
you want to?
she's good people. We'll see what happens.
You look smitten.
Smitten?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We'll see what happens. I won't speak on it yet until we go out and maybe do something.
You want to take her out on a date?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Where would you take her?
Where would I take her? It's a good question.
This would be your first date. You guys didn't
No,
date
no,
in the
we
past,
went
huh?
a couple years ago. We went not like a date, but we went out and got something to eat, a couple drinks.
Okay.
But I don't know. She lives in not in Long Island, so we got to meet.
Oh, it's a
sometime.
long
We'll figure it
distance
out.
thing.
Not
Ooh.
really long distance.
It's
but-
like a
All right.
it's like a
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle thing.
Yeah. It sure is.
He's Tom Hanks.
I want to meet her at the Statue of Liberty. Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
you should.
romantic.
Yeah, that's very
The
romantic.
Crown. We'll walk up those narrow steps to the
Yeah.
Crown.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You ever go in that?
I have.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't do it
isn't-
anymore.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Like,
could you do it anymore?
I couldn't do it anymore.
Have you ever been, Taylor?
To the Statue of
Tate
Liberty?
Bridge?
like
Yeah.
walk up
Walk
it?
up the staircase?
I've never even. I mean, I looked
Did you
at
go to
it
Albany
from
Avenue?
like one of the bridges.
No.
Oh, that's why I did it as a class trip in Albany Avenue.
Yeah.
My elementary school. What up, A squared?
I think my elementary school did that too, but yeah, no, you go up like there's these winding stairs and they just get tighter as you get up
Yeah,
to
they
like
get
the
real-
crown.
and they look like they're like wooden about to like some Indiana Jones type shit.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. Like I think back now, I'm like, I don't know how I did this.
And if I remember, there's not like, is there rails?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I feel like there
I don't-
wasn't rails all the way up.
It doesn't seem safe. Maybe they've changed it.
Just picturing this from what you guys are saying is giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
The whole thing about getting on a boat and going to this island where there's like, if something tragic happens, I kind of have to jump off and swim
Something
and
tragic
swim to my death.
Yeah.
Or if I manage to get to the top of it and, you know,
You live on an island.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
right.
true.
I want to get off the island. One day this island's going to be flooded. It's going
Just
to be
make
underwater.
sure it's after.
Yeah.
I need to get up
this-
into the mountains. That's where it's safe. The mountains are safe.
up in the
Yeah.
mountains.
You know, like the floods of biblical proportions, they're coming back, man. They're
Do you
going to
think
happen
so?
one day. And I want to be up in a mountain in a cave with like some kind of super technology, like
I just want a
stored away.
helicopter.
A helicopter.
So
that's a
when
good
it's
idea.
coming, pop right up and you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of making up most of the story, but I definitely would get anxiety, I think, going to the Statue of Liberty. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
You would too now.
I don't know if I would. I'm actually.
you
I told
definitely
you. I
would.
don't know if I would.
Oh, you're healed now.
I'm not.
All of a sudden, you're a 5 and you got yourself your anxiety under control. Stop.
my anxiety is I'll take a Xanax and I'll wind my way up there.
Forget it. I would never do it.
Remember?
I don't want to be inside Lady Liberty.
Do you
I would
remember?
love to be inside Lady Liberty.
Ugh. Mr. America over here.
Oh,
Mr. America, can you see
There you go.
by the dawn's early light?
Oh man,
It's very fitting. It's patriotic.
It is.
Considering we just had the 4th of July.
4th of July.
Yeah, happy Independence Day, America.
What'd you guys do for 4th of July?
Which,
Anything
by
good?
the way, I did absolutely nothing.
I was
this
with
week.
Taylor on that one. I
I've
did
kind of been
nothing.
laying
Yeah.
back and letting you guys tell stories this week because I had the whole week off. I
Did you
played.
not complete your TV?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta touch on
last
that.
week's episode, I talked about it. Trying to get that part for my TV. If anybody listened to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But my TV's broken, and I was trying to fix it. Shit was all over my apartment. The part never came. eBay refunded me my money. I ordered another part
there
Wow.
we go.
from a different seller, and I got it. And I put the TV back today. I put a little Instagram story up
Yeah, I saw that.
of the backlight of the TV. It's working. I have it. It's working. My TV's
That's
back.
great.
It's a
Do you feel
4 week.
accomplished?
I do. I felt good when I turned it on. I went,
Yeah, it's working, boy. Yeah, that's a
I
good
did
ending to that story.
Yeah, I,
Nice.
did a little, I was happy
You
about
should.
it.
Did you write an email back to the old seller and tell him to go fuck himself?
Nah, I just gave up on that. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
You should have wrote him
Get
an
the
email with
TV,
your
I'm
fixed
happy.
TV. You should have took a picture of your fixed TV and like the emoji with the finger saying "fuck you."
Wow. That's you know what? I'll give you my no, I'm not giving you anything. You're not going to my email right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me
do it.
So then I didn't do anything all week. I sat around. I did a staycation. You guys are familiar with the
love
staycation?
Of course.
I'm a big staycation guy. Realized that as much as everybody else seems to love to travel, and it made me for a long time embarrassed to admit. I would always phrase it as in like, oh, I don't travel much, and here's the reason why. I'd have an excuse like I don't have money, or I can't think of anywhere to go. But it's really just like I like staying home. It's the thought of traveling somewhere. Okay, so let me set it up. The first day off, I started getting these impulsive ideas, and I said, you know what would be cool? Maybe I'll just I got nothing. I have no wife, I have no kids, I have no girlfriend, I'm single, I got nothing to do, I got no plans, I have no obligations. I have a podcast. But we weren't recording an episode that day, so I said,
Thanks, B.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. Jesus.
I said I could get on a train, I could get my car, or I could look up a flight. I could just go somewhere. So I started doing a little research. I pulled out my phone, I'm looking up flights. I'm like, oh yeah, I'd go to San Diego. I could go somewhere in the U.S., maybe Florida, go to Montana or like Maine. I could drive to Maine and go play golf in Maine. And I just started getting anxiety just thinking about it, because then I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I got to pack a bag. I got to bring clothes. I got to make sure I have the right clothes. What if I forget something and I'm halfway there and I got to buy it when I'm there? I got to book a hotel too. Yeah, I got to book a hotel. What am I going to do? I don't have a playlist for when I drive. What if I'm driving and like I'm listening to music and I want to change the song and I don't have the right playlist set up? I got to like pull over and find the right song, the right mood. Otherwise I'm going to get all like down about it. And
We gotta change the name of this show to the adult babies and their anxiety.
yeah, Jesus. It's really.
This is like the first 5 seconds worth of thoughts I had. I had a couple seconds more of that until I said, F this, dude. You know what? I quickly just said, let me picture something else. I'm not going to do anything this week. I'm not going to make any plans. I'm just going to play golf every day. You know what? All of a sudden, I realized I was smiling. I had a big smile on my face, and I said,
"That's it.
There it is. There's the honesty inside of me. There's my body telling me that's what you really want to do. Don't deny it, man. Don't deny it.
Embrace it.
Staycation all the way."
Yep.
So I did, and I had fun. I golfed every day. I did meet a strange guy when I was golfing.
Oh.
This German
Sounds
guy.
interesting.
Do you go by yourself when you go, or do you go with a couple friends?
I went by myself a lot. I'm
Do you
kind
like-
of
you like
a
golf,
loner sometimes.
Hey, I like doing that.
I love it. I
like
love
going
it.
to
I've said
casinos
it.
by myself. B doesn't.
Yeah.
Everybody's got different things.
No, I would do it again. This particular time felt weird, but
You know, I'm
Well,
not sure
somebody
if it's
dies
that
right
you
behind
like
you.
going to casinos by yourself, or if just nobody wants to go with you because you're just going to try to borrow their money after you lose all yours. But we'll get back to that. We're on me now. We're on my boring ass story about the nothingness I did this week.
Yeah.
it's funny because I do see the golf club lined up there with the guitars. So
Yeah.
now, do you do like you go and you don't just hit balls. You golf like you go. Do you do 18 holes? What are you laughing at?
I went and I did 18. So I went and I played, and I went on the 4th of July, and there's nobody there because everybody's out barbecuing, socializing, hanging out with friends, living lives. And here I am, like, all by myself, like, oh, good, I'm going to go to the golf course. Nobody will be there. I'll be all alone. Like, that's what I want to do. But it's nice. Like, just
That
peaceful.
sounds nice.
But then I get paired up with this guy. It's empty. Nobody's been out in hours.
I wouldn't want to be paired up.
I asked the guy at the tee box, I said, hey, buddy, when was the last time you sent somebody out? He goes, 2:20. It's 3:20. All right. My tee time's not till 4:20. I go, but how about you just send me out now? He goes, can't do it. I'm like, come on, man. Nobody's out there. Nobody's going out. I'm the only
What
one
an
standing here.
asshole.
He's a total asshole. But I was trying to think of a way. I'm like, how can I get this guy to send me out early? What can I do? I'm like, so let me try to be nice to him. So I walk up to him. He's sitting there with his arms folded and this look on his face like I want to punch him right in his stupid face. He looked miserable. It's hot out. It's hot inside his little tee box, little freaking office
little
thing that
fucking
he's
puss
got.
face.
And he's loving it because I bet this is the only control he has over his day is the fact that he can tell me to go fuck myself. And I can tell he's enjoying it on the inside. And I'm seething. But I'm not showing it because I want to be friends with this guy. I think, you know what? If I become this guy's friend, he'll send me out early. I go up, I talk to him, and he just looks at me with this face. And I go, hey, well, what's the matter? You don't look like you're in such a good mood today. He goes,
You said that to him?
yeah. I said,
Good for you.
what's the matter? It looks like you're not in such a good mood today. He goes, it's not that I'm not in a good mood. It's just I don't feel like hearing the same question from you again. Which is, he sent me out early.
Wow.
So I'm like, fuck, this guy's going to be difficult.
Oh my God!
I like how you're feeling him out, though, playing a little game.
So I tried to be nice, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to ask again. I just figure I'm hanging out here. I got an hour to kill. Might as well talk to you. But he just like looked around. He stopped looking at me. He was basically making himself busy. I'm like, this guy doesn't want to. That plan failed.
Yeah.
Right? This guy doesn't want to be my friend. Actually, I see he's getting a fucking erection from
should've just
fucking
drove
being
the ball
withholding
and
to
went
me.
out
I'm
there.
not talking.
I thought about it because I needed a backup plan now. Because, all right, being this guy's friend doesn't work. I go, all right, plan B. I pull out a pack of cigarettes and I stand on the other side of his little fucking booth.
Yeah.
And now I'm out there going, this motherfucker, I'm going to smoke him out. Fuck this guy. Now my new plan is I'm going to blow all the smoke from my cigarette into his booth till he gets pissed off and he's just like, fuck it, I'm sending this guy out because he's smoking out my booth. So I'm sitting there, I light up one cigarette, blowing it through his window. He's not making any noise. He's not hearing me. But in my head, I'm like, he's got to smell it. He's got to be pissed. I've got to be driving him fucking
Probably a
nuts
smoker.
right now. It's not working. So I light up another one. And I light up another one. I smoked 3 in like less than 10 minutes. But now it's backfiring because I'm fucking smoking myself out. And I'm like, is it working? Yeah. So this jerk, nothing. Finally, he comes out of his booth. And I think he's coming out to say something to me, but he doesn't. He just comes out. There's a golf cart.
Got an extra cigarette?
He just takes his golf cart. He moves it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. This guy's a jerk. So I come up with plan C because I'm tenacious.
I love it.
And I do not stop. And I want to go out before people start showing up, before a foursome of golfers gets there. Because he had told me there's a foursome right before you. That's the other thing. So I'm a single. I'm by myself. And if I get stuck behind a foursome, that means I'm waiting. I don't know if anybody knows about golf.
Yeah.
You
But
gotta go before
just
them.
picture anything. There's 4 people in front of you.
They should let
and
you
there's
go in
one
front
of
of
me.
them.
Why can't they move stuff around? I don't get this.
Because this guy
He's
is
such a
a
stickler.
grade
Being
A
a pussy.
poop head.
Ugh.
All right, he's a big stupid doo-doo head.
God.
All right, so Plan C. What do you think Plan C is? You guys got any guesses?
Just take a drive and go.
Nah, I didn't want to do that because this guy seemed like the kind of prick that would call a ranger on me and get
Start
me
in hole
fucking kicked
2?
off.
I don't know what you do. What do you do?
Try to grease the guy's palm a little bit.
Oh.
I say, you know what? I'm going to slip this guy a little $10 bill
Good for
onto
you.
the table. Let me try that technique. So I get my $10 out. I get it ready in my hand. I walk over to the thing. Hey, how you doing? He's just like,
What do you fucking want?
I'm like, me again. He goes, I'm not going to tell you the same thing again. All right. I got, no, I know. I get it. You're doing your job. I understand. I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I know. It's,
But here's $10.
But listen, I go, what if I, gave you a little something, well, just $10. I'd say, I'd call it, I'm going to buy you dinner. I'll
Yeah.
buy you dinner and just let me go out. Nobody's come here since I've been here for a half hour. Just give you $10. He goes, I just had a bagel. What? You just had.
I don't like this guy one bit.
You should have seen his face.
Ugh.
I wish I had
Took a picture of him.
I should have started videotaping.
should've.
That day. You know what? I ran out of plan. But this is my last plan, by the way. This was Plan C.
Yeah.
I tried to agree. I figured this would work. I figured maybe giving the guy some money.
Maybe
Maybe
should've
that's what.
left it at
Maybe,
20.
yeah.
'Cause in my head,
I
I'm
think
thinking-
at 20 is where you start.
Maybe he didn't make any signals like no, not 10. Like if he pointed up with the finger,
Yeah.
I would have known. Oh, you want a 20 piece? I
Yeah.
got you, buddy. Just send me the fuck out, man. I'm getting tired of this crap. I figured maybe in my head, I'm thinking this is what he wants. He's been holding out because he's waiting to get his little pay dirt.
Right.
Maybe that's how this guy operates. Not at all. So he gets a little bit nicer now, I guess, because he sees that I'm trying with the money, and he smiled a little bit because I was making conversation with the guy. At no point did I let this guy know that in my head I think he's an absolute prick
Right.
stand, and
It's a good
wanna,
move.
and I want to fucking pull out my little
I
wiener
would've-
and pee all over
I
his
probably would have
fucking
lost my team
booth.
slot by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you would have lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to play nice, and I said, it must be hot in there, blah blah blah, whatever. And I go, all right, fine, that's all right. And what happened after that? He says,
Bought him an air conditioning unit for his booth.
right.
Let me get in here.
I lost my train of thought, so I tried to give him the $10.
Yeah, we're up to Plan D now.
He says no. I guess that's it with that guy. I say something nice to him. I go, he goes, you got to understand, you got to buy a tea time at the time you want to go. And I said,
that's how it works.
Well, I said, well, it's been my experience. It's not my expectation, but it's been my experience. If I come here and nobody's going out, usually the tea master, whoever the guy is at the tea box, will send me out early. It's been my
Yeah.
experience. This happens before. It's not like it doesn't happen. This guy's just being a prick. I said, but I didn't have the expectation. I thought maybe you'd be a nice guy and send me out.
You said maybe I'd be a nice guy.
But then I threw in a little compliment sandwich where I said, but I understand you're also just trying to be a nice guy to your employer and you're doing the right thing by your work and you're not sending me out. So, I get it. Whatever. So I was kind of like a little backhanded compliment, like kind of like, you're not
could
that
be
ugly.
nice.
You're not that ugly. Like,
You're 5 out of 10.
you're not that mean. You're like a 5 out of 10 with meanness, you prick. So finally, this weird ass German guy shows up. This older man. He talks to the guy for 2 seconds. Next thing I know, he's sending the two of us out. What? I don't know what this German guy said to him, but I guess it was probably just because I look like some young whippersnapper, and maybe he related to the fucking older German guy.
Maybe.
He goes, hey Taylor, you're going out with this guy now. You could go out ahead of these kids. I'm like, what the fuck? I've been asking you for an hour, and this guy comes up. I don't even know what he
Did you
whispered
say
in your ear
anything?
in there. What do you do? Give you a tuggy
Yeah, I was
under the
just gonna
thing?
say,
Did you go
that's
in
all
and
I
you
did.
tickle
He
your
fucking went in there and tickled his taint.
tickle your taints a little bit,
Yeah.
lick your butthole, and now you're sending us out? I wasn't gonna. That was like plan F. I was only on plan D. All right, I didn't
you
get plan to fondle you yet. I wasn't even gonna go there. I was gonna stop
didn't
it.
make it to
Right.
sexual
Yeah.
favors.
So he sends us out. And this guy Adolf is weird. So he ruined.
His name is Adolf. And
I'm
it's
all
German.
excited.
His name is Adolf?
Yeah.
You don't see the funniness. You don't see that being funny. This guy Adolf from Germany. Wow, who are you golfing with, Taylor?
So he sends me out, and I'm excited now because I'm in front of the force. I'm like, this is great. Oh, this is
And you're
great.
golfing with a legend.
Yeah, but this guy didn't shut the fuck up. He talked to me nonstop and ruined
This
my
really
fucking
sounds
ride.
like him.
I
What a
can't
piece
imagine
of
what
shit
he-
this Adolf
But
is.
he says, hey, in his German accent. He says, he asked me my name. I said, my name's Taylor. I said, what's your name? He goes, Adolf. I go, what is it? He goes, Adolf. I go, what? I go, can you spell that for me? I'll spell it for you. He goes, Adolf. Like the Americans say it. I'm like, oh, yeah, Adolf. Yeah, I know that. He goes, so he starts saying,
Did you ask him what his last name was?
he said Adolf, like Adolf Hitler. I'm not good at a German accent, so
Yeah.
I'm already apologizing
Yeah.
for that. It's going to be really bad. So, but then he says,
Adolf.
but then he starts making fun of the way Americans talk. He goes, why do you say like Adolf instead of Adolf and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Why do you
Should've
say
been
it
like-
like Adolf? I'm like, it's a tomato. I'm like, this is just the way we say it, dude.
You should
I'm
have been
like,
like,
I don't know.
we won the war.
Yeah, I should have, but I say no, that's not what I do. That's not how I operate, chick. Not you. But I kind of wish I did in retrospect because I was nice to him about it. But
Yeah.
then he felt like because I
You
was
guys
being
should
nice.
stop being nice first.
He wanted to talk to me the whole goddamn time. He asked right off the bat. He asked me what I do. I said I'm a software developer. Now this guy is one of those guys that throughout the round I realize he's the type of personality that everything he says he's full of shit. He just
Yep,
makes
I
things
know
up
them.
and says them. And so this is where it started. He asked me, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a software developer. He's, I can't do a German accent. How does a German accent sound? Give me a German. So he
I don't
tried.
know.
He goes, oh, you work with the Google? No, yeah,
You will work with the Google?
yeah, I'm not going to do it.
I don't
Because
know.
I'm bad.
Whatever, we get it.
So he says, he asked me if I worked for Google, and then says he worked for Google. He helped build Google. So I'm like,
so this
what?
guy's one
Yeah.
of the CEOs of Google.
I said, okay.
Probably work for Ask Jeeves.
20 minutes later, he's talking about work, and I say, so what do you do for work? He says he's a union electrician.
Oh, so he's
Yeah.
a software developer.
Hanging the lights
And
in
now
Google.
he's a union electrician.
So now I'm one of these. I'm thinking, what is he? One of the union electricians that helped build the building, or like this guy full of shit? And he was talking about work and how much he works. And then 20 minutes later, he's talking about how he walked out of work on Friday and he quit because he got into a fight with some Irish guy. Because I'm Irish, and I don't know. He feels like telling me
yeah.
about all the Irish people he knows.
No,
I'm like,
he hates
I'm
the
not even
Irish.
Irish. I'm a fucking American, dude. I'm not Irish. What are you telling me about Irish and all these Irish jokes? Leave me alone. So
Jeez. This guy's
That's
true,
right.
to his Adolf form.
he went from being one of
Must be running the name.
He went from being one of the founders of Google to being an electrician in the union to being unemployed within an hour of a round with him.
Wow.
He proceeded to. I know this guy's life story, and I could vent about it. I don't even think any of it is funny, though. I might just
hear a
stop
little more
here.
about him. I want to hear a little more about
He
him.
was complaining about his daughter's fiance because he's Portuguese.
Oh, I thought.
And
This
he's,
is all like
This is really Hitler.
This is crazy.
this guy's old school racist. Man.
Yeah.
This
He's
guy's old school
German.
racist. He's an old German racist dude. He was talking about everyone. He was talking about black people. He was
Wow.
talking about
What a
Americans.
piece of shit this guy is.
Right. He was talking about Irish people.
Wow.
He was
now
named
he-
after Adolf Hitler, probably, and he's
Yeah.
with the racist family. That's obviously who you golf
Interesting.
with. You
I
golf
can't
with the
imagine-
fucking leader of the Aryan Nation on fucking 4th of July.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July.
Happy Independence Day,
Yeah, I
buddy.
should have been like, dude, it's fucking the 4th of July. You live in America. Shut the fuck up and just like,
Yeah.
leave me alone. I don't
You
know what
should've
that means.
fucking-
I can't tell I'm resentful. I'm just saying things
Yeah.
that don't mean anything
No,
right
no,
now.
no. You should
because
have
I'm
gave
still
it to
mad
him.
at him.
You should have gave him. You guys should have fucking stuck a golf club up his ass.
Right. So then he did one of the most annoying things that any golfer will tell you if you ever go golfing.
He walked in your line.
No. He started to teach me how to do stuff with my swing, talking about my swing.
there
You
you
need to
go.
do this. You should do that. And because we're wide open in the court, he goes, "Oh, try a ball. Try it like this. Try it with this. Try it like this." And I'm being too nice. I do that sometimes. I'm too fucking
Yeah.
nice. And I was like laughing at his jokes, kind of fake laughing, or trying to enjoy it a little bit because I'm like, this guy's crazy. He's not going to shut the fuck up. I might as well at least try to like talk to him. But I ended up shooting myself in the foot because then he wouldn't shut the fuck up. And now he's trying to correct my swing. And I'm like, oh, no, you know, I'm all right. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, try it. try it, try it.
You will try it
that?
and you will like it.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Russian? I don't know.
I don't know what any of us are doing.
God, it was awful. It was god awful.
Did he scoot behind you and be like, yeah, I gotta hold it like this and like the tennis move? Like, did he do that?
Was he teaching you how to swing?
What did he get up close to you and
No, but at one point
whisper anti-Semitic remarks while he showed you how to swing a club?
he asked me if I had a girlfriend, and I said no. And then he asked me, "Oh," he goes, "You have a boyfriend?" I'm like, "No."
Probably was like, "Oh, I hate
I'm
them
just-
too." This fucking guy.
I'm like, "I'm just single, you German racist homophobe. Leave me the fuck alone."
Leave me alone.
That's amazing.
God, and he kept making fun of how ugly Irish people were, and he had this like big fucking like eagle nose that was like,
You golfed with
yeah. I was like, oh, yeah.
golf with Hitler's grandchild.
God.
I'm sorry, this story is really long and boring.
This is interesting. What are you talking about?
Great. This is
This is
great.
amazing.
You just went
terrible.
golfing with Hitler's grandchild.
Yeah. On the
He might
4th
have
of
been
July.
Well, yeah.
You know what? I
If
didn't
nobody else sees the irony in this.
What is happening? This is amazing.
I did not see the irony in this story until you guys pointed it out to me.
The way you're telling the story, you brushed over the fact that you went out with a German named Adolf.
And the guy was a complete racist piece of shit.
I didn't realize it. I was so worked up by the fact that he
Doesn't
was just,
that ruin your whole afternoon? Like,
yeah.
that's why I wouldn't want to golf ever if I maybe had to go with somebody else.
I just kind of it was
That's the problem with going by yourself sometimes, is that occasionally they'll put you with somebody.
when I go by myself. Usually, there's a guy who sends me out. He sent me out by myself multiple times, and I was hoping that this other guy didn't know he didn't send me out. So, but this guy ruined my golf round.
Yeah.
Now here's another little anecdote. So, one of my balls goes into the woods, and I see this really cool. I hear this. Like this, I can't do it. It's like a hawk sound.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
go to
like a
that page?
distress call. Yeah, there's hawks
Red-tailed
in the
hawks.
woods.
They got them all over there.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're awesome.
And this one is standing on top of a log with its wings spanned out.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
so
4
cool.
feet. It looked like from where I was standing.
That's
huge.
awesome.
And it's got its talons in some kind of other bird or rat or something.
Oh, my
and it's
God.
tearing it apart. And I'm standing there watching it. And then this other one jumps in. And it's like kind of hiding behind a bush, scoping out what's going on. I think it's getting ready to move in and try to steal the kill. And I'm watching all this stuff, and here comes Adolf behind me. He's like, "What are you afraid? What are you afraid to get your ball?" I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, do you see this? This is fucking awesome. He's like, just go get the ball. It's okay. I'm like, what do you mean? No, I'm not scared. And now I like want to.
You've never seen death before?
Yeah. So then I do this. Right.
Jesus.
So then, like, some kind of freaking, like, idiot, like, in my head, I want to say something to show this guy I'm not afraid. I'm like, I'm not scared. I'm like, look at this. It's awesome. It's like Nat Geo right in front of me in real life. There's nobody behind us, no one in front of us. I want to take a second to appreciate this majestic creature just savagely tearing into this thing. And there's almost a fight about oh, you're scared. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I hate this guy so much.
Right, so I want to say something to him to let him know I'm not scared. So like such a like a d bag, like a fucking. This is such like a tool bag thing to say. I'm like, nah, I'm just checking him out. Like I'm thinking maybe I'll bring home some dinner, Like I'll go in there, grab that fucker by the wings, and like choke him out and bring him home, like feather him and like eat him for dinner. And the guy just looked at me weird, like what? I'm like, I don't know, man.
The guy
I don't know what
probably
the
was
fuck
like-
to say to you. Get away from me.
Yeah.
Get away from me. Don't wait for me. You're making me act weird. It's your
This
fault.
guy turned you into a weirdo.
He probably thought you were really going to do it. You want me to get the bird? I'll choke the bird myself. I'll go in there and get it myself.
Right. And it's funny because they say you surround yourself with people that bring out the best in you. Okay? And I can only
This guy
imagine.
didn't bring out the best of you.
No.
But it also showed me another side of myself because around certain people, I don't act the way I was acting around Adolf. I was pretend laughing, trying to like stay in his conversation to try not to be rude and suffering a little bit of social martyrdom for I felt like was my own sanity to just like not make the round even. I just pick, is it going to be more awkward if I say, hey, Adolf, just shut the fuck up and let me golf, or if I just say, all right, I'll talk to him a little bit, but then it spiraled, it got way out of control, and now I'm sucked into this thing, and now I'm like, fuck, what do I do? To the point where I left the round
You're doing
early,
18
skipped
holes.
ahead. But he brought out that side in me. Yeah, I did 18 holes. I got to 15, and then I jumped ahead. I could cut across. And he was offended. I could tell. I was like, hey, Adolf, I'm going to go cut these holes. My legs hurt. Like, I don't want to go that way. Really, I didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
He goes, I wish I could do a fucking German accent, but he's like,
Are you afraid?
It's not that my business of what you do. Go ahead. Go. It's none of my business. Go. Like shoot me away.
Yeah.
Like he was mad at me, and I was took a person. Dude, he's a fucking
shit.
psychopath, man. I hope I never get teamed up with him again.
You were gonna get killed if you stayed for 3 more holes, maybe.
He's gonna put me.
You were
in
Irish. You were exactly.
Yeah,
right.
he's racist against Irish people. Apparently, I don't like this.
Oh yeah, he said lots of racist stuff about Irish people. I didn't take any offense to it. I'm an American. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Even if he said shit about Americans, I don't care. I'm
Yep.
like, you're a fucking weirdo, dude.
Yeah, bro.
God, that is a.
So he brought out this weird side of me that made me awkward, made me feel weird, and I don't know how. Now in the future, how do I deal with that next time? What should I do? Right off the bat, do I just tell him to shut up?
Yeah, tell him.
I don't. Could you do that?
You know what you do? You put your headphones on and be like, "Sir, I'm just gonna listen to my music today for this round, please, if you don't mind."
Yeah, headphones. You know what?
Even
That's
if
a
you're
good
not listening to
idea.
music, you just fake it.
That's a good idea.
I wouldn't have the. I couldn't do that.
See, that's smart. I thought Chick was gonna be the, hey, tell him to go fuck himself. No, dude,
No, no,
Yeah,
That's a good
that's.
idea.
But D, you
I
feel
do-
me, right? Because you don't know.
I couldn't do that. I would have to stick with it, and I know exactly
I
what
would
you're saying.
probably get like if he was making racial comments back, I would probably just draw back at him and like just play the reverse side of what he was saying, just to like.
I could have hit him
either
with an
get
Adolf
him-
joke and been like, dude, your name's Adolf, like Adolf fucking Hitler.
Chill with
like,
the racism, bro.
Chill with the racism.
Yeah.
You're just fucking playing up a stereotype that already exists with your name. Fuck
You
you.
should have just called him
Anybody
Hitler.
listen to the show whose name is Adolf, by the way? I apologize. This isn't about you. We like you.
Yeah.
Unless you were the one that golfed with me, then, sorry, but I hate
guy.
you.
Wow,
I
that-
hate you. I hate the guy in the tea booth. I fucking hate everybody.
So this is like it was supposed to be a nice.
A nice, relaxing. My
Relaxing.
4th of July. It's what I did for me for 4th of July. I thought it would be great, and it wound up stressing me out. You know what? I finally, the last few holes when I cut off from him, I got to hit 3 balls off the tee box.
That was nice.
I got to relax a little bit and have some fun,
That
but
aggravated me. That story. I'm so mad. at
yeah,
this guy.
overall, it was. It's one of those situations where I have to learn to look back on it and improve myself one way or another going forward, because I'm going to be put in situations that are uncomfortable for the rest of my life, and I don't know when they're going to come. And
You
especially,
gotta be honest in those situations.
yeah. Well,
What's wrong with telling somebody if they're bothering you to please stop talking to me?
you know what? It was this thing where it built. I think I was lying to myself, because in the beginning I said this will be okay. I'll just talk to him a little bit. It'll be fine. And it spiraled. It got spiraled out of my control to where I felt like I had lost all control. I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
Because he already thinks I'm this guy who's talking to him. How do I stop talking to him? I don't know. I don't know, man. I got issues.
You
I got
should have been
issues.
like,
We all
"Sir, you
do.
just offended me. I'm Irish, and you made fun of my people. I'd appreciate it if you shut the fuck up." The
Next
rest of the
time.
round.
Now I'm gonna be prepared next time. You know what? Hey, that's the lesson of this episode. Always be prepared.
Always be
All right?
prepared.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
Or
right,
just
that's-
be true to yourself.
Yeah, be true to yourself. Well, I have to figure out who I am, and life is constantly throwing these situations at us where sometimes we realize, hey, you know what? I'm not who I thought I was, and next time I'm gonna be a little bit better. Next time I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. Anyway, that's enough out of me. That's enough out of us. I think we're done, right,
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
you're
can
right.
I just want to. Can we give a shout out? We were featured on another podcast this week.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I wanted to shout them out. Too.
So his name is Stu, and podcast. The Twitter is @Podcast Factor, and they put us on there. It was pretty cool.
It was really cool. We appreciate it, Stu. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Stu. From the UK, they
Yeah, we love the
like
British
9 minutes
man.
of our podcast on there with other really good podcasts. Everybody on there was really good. So
Yep.
just wanted to give a shout out to him. That was pretty cool.
And if anybody's listening because of it, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and checked that out after you sent me the link that this guy had posted like a 10-minute clip of our show
Yeah.
in the midst of 10-minute clips of these other
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah,
And it's kind of
exactly.
a preview of podcasts.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and he does a great job. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was
Yeah, I
kind of
like
like
that guy.
I got a little taste of it's a good way to find new podcasts.
Yeah, definitely.
And just
I
be
like
entertained.
how he introduced us too.
Yeah, yeah.
When he said we were a comedian, a musician, and your average slacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
was
is he in America with an English accent, or is he like our
no.
friend across the pond?
No, he's our friend across the pond.
All right.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much, guys.
So-
We
Hey,
Hey,
appreciate
good luck
that.
in
That
the
was awesome.
World Cup, buddy.
Yeah. And I'm at Governor's July 19th.
Woo!
July 19th,
Yeah.
as the day of this being posted. That's in 10 days.
Yeah.
What day is that?
It's a Wednesday or a Thursday. I don't know. Let's find out real quick.
This is your unprepared.
Yep.
We're trying to end the show.
Well,
No,
you
I'm
know,
just
I've been unprepared all week.
The 19th is a Thursday.
All right, so Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Thursday, 8 o'clock, July 19th at Governor's in Levittown.
Governor's in Levittown.
Brendan Ryan. Our boy is going to be doing some stand-up. We have to buy tickets?
I don't know. I'll find all that out.
All right, get on his Facebook and check him out.
I'll figure it out. Also
put some on the Instagram.
And also, before we leave, the Croxley show is August 8th, and tickets are now available. Get them soon because
baby,
we sell out every year.
And thank you for the people who've been reviewing us, and commenting, and sending us emails. We really appreciate you guys. We love
keep with it. I love it.
Yeah, keep it up, man. We love hearing from everybody.
Give us some good reviews.
Yeah, give us some reviews on everything.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Also, if you're watching on YouTube, give us a like, give us a subscribe, por favor.
Give us a little comment, even if it wants to say anything you want.
Whatever. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
We're
Another
out.
week.
Hey, I had a good time with you guys today.
Yeah, guys, we love you all.
Love you guys.
Love you. Oh, we're so nice.